Authors Mark Cornelius and Traci Loecker share their experiences exploring methods for illuminating a storyline to maximize the writer reader relationship. Writers Wrestling invites you to join in on a conversation not about what to write, but about how to write. It's wrestling. And there's a writer on screen with me. Hello, Traci Loecker. I
Hi, Mark.
I keep doing that. I don't know.
It's okay, Lecker. It's okay. The O is silent and everybody gets it messed
Now
up. So,
everybody knows. I just want to make sure I keep doing that. So yeah, that's silent O. Okay. So
yes.
okay.
So it's like Lecker. Lecker.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I know that, and I know that, and my mind keeps going back, and so you will, I hope, correct me every time. But
Okay.
that's our editing for the day. It's
Right.
over. Now we're getting into talking about writing. And we've had some amazing things go on, including a session where you and I sat in front of a audience
Yeah.
and shared our content and everything else, and that was great. And I think everybody really appreciated it. So um, I hope everyone gets a chance to go online and see that one. We also went to a library and had a workshop where we talked about some ideas. And one of those we're going to share a little bit more about today, which is writing of memoirs
Yeah.
and how how you may want to consider doing that. So, what, Traci, was your standout point when we were writing about memoirs, or not writing, talking about memoirs with that group?
Um, one of the one of the things that stood out to me, which is something that you brought up, which you had such a great way of explaining it. But
Oh,
it was the fact.
I
What's
got to remember. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
well, I did make some notes. So, but you had mentioned something in regards to, make sure your memoir, okay, everybody has a story.
Yes.
Make sure your memoir is your story and not somebody else that you're bringing into your story. Make sure it's not about them, but it's about you. And I just thought that was such a great reminder because I feel like sometimes when we're, almost like when we're journaling, we can get really personal and we can really like tell exactly what we think and what we feel. And sometimes it comes across, maybe like if we're trying to put it into a memoir, it's coming across as blaming or whiny or you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yes. Well, it's a catharsis whenever
Yeah,
you write a memoir. Just
right.
as, as simply put, as when you write a good diary.
Right.
You're going to put your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts into it. And then suddenly, as they start flowing, other things start flowing. Like,
Right.
whether it be happiness or resentment or satisfaction or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that and that was good. That was healthy. We talked about that, and even invited people to write in a different kind of format to even that out, and to test their writing styles. We talked about doing something in poetic form.
Mhm.
We talked about doing something, strangely to both of us, but it works, in a fiction form,
Mhm.
taking out, removing yourself just a step away from reality and looking and examining your characters. Now, all of that is to say, who are we writing for?
Right. Yeah.
If I'm writing a memoir for me, well, why am I even sharing it? I can be as, I can be as passionate or as critical or anything as I want,
Yeah.
in my catharsis to help me process And yeah, I like to think that I'm forgiving. I like to think that I have those qualities, but sure, there are times when I get angry and frustrated and
Mhm.
want to just lash out. Okay, do that. I can do that for myself.
Yep.
And then come back and say, okay, now you've gotten it all out. But it's kind of like writing a resignation letter to a boss or something. Be careful.
Right, right.
Be careful. Um, so then,
So it kind of brings up two things. One is they say there's three truths: my truth, your truth, and the real truth.
and the
Or
real truth,
yeah,
yes,
so that's interesting. But then I loved what you said at this meeting, at this writing group. Try writing from maybe the person that did you wrong,
yes,
or the character that you, or in my case, in my fiction book, the character that I kind of make out as the antagonist.
antagonist. Yeah,
Yes, write some of that from his point of view or from her point of view, and see how that changes some of the dialogue that you're trying to. And I just loved that. I just thought that was so, so good.
thank you. And you reminded me of that. You know, thank you. It's hard for any of us to look at a story through the eyes of a character that is not us.
Right.
We
Right.
write
Yes.
we write characters as if we are that character,
Yep.
and it's not always true. You know,
Right. Right.
and the challenge, and I challenge anyone who's writing a book, write from someone else's perspective and try to take yourself out of it
Yep.
and see what happens.
Yep.
So it's a great experiment.
Yeah, and a couple of the people that we had in our writing group, that really resonated with them too. They really just thought, "Oh my gosh, we with me too. I'd never thought how that could change." I mean, even in real life, like even if I have a issue with somebody,
Uh-huh.
to think of the certain situations, and I try to empathize very much with people, but it is really, really such a great writing tool or
Exercise.
exercise to just really try to write it out and think from another person's perspective. I just really like that.
And there is a challenge because there are certain people you just don't want to like. Okay, don't like them,
Yeah,
but write from their perspective and find out why. So
yeah,
it's not just about who you are writing for. In most cases, that's me,
yeah,
even when I'm writing to someone else. So who are we writing to?
cool. Yeah,
If Tracy, if you're writing to yourself, does any of that matter?
right. If I'm writing my memoir to my children,
Oh,
why am I writing it to my children? Is it so
you,
they can see where I've been, what I've done, what I've experienced?
oh no, it's so
Yeah.
that they'll take your side.
Right.
I'll say, you're right, mom. Yay, mom, go. No,
You did amazing, mom, like ChatGPT. Oh, you're so amazing.
you're so amazing, mom. Yeah. We all want that. But, on the other side, you want your children to be able to process it
Right.
for themselves, just as we want anyone to if we're writing to an audience. So, who is your audience?
Who is your audience?
I like how you just did it. That's a very specific audience, your family, your children.
Yeah.
Um, is your audience broader? Is it more specific? There's people I want to write to who I'm scared to death to write to because I know we disagree,
Right.
on a lot of things. And so I have to be very careful not to say, you ought to think like me, because they
Right.
don't.
Yeah, and you can't change it. I mean, you really, and I think that too is when we're writing memoirs, we need to remember that as well. Like you said, I'm not going to write my memoir so that people think, "Oh, Traci, you're amazing. You're," no, not necessarily. I want to write it as maybe to help other people that have been through the situation I've been through. You know, we had one participant who she became very emotional at different times
Oh,
because
yes.
she has such an amazing story that once she comes to share it, it's going to help many, many people.
I,
But it's very emotional for her. So,
well, so speaking of getting emotional, I'm emotionally prepared now to talk about something we suggested in that workshop that I want to suggest
yes,
to our group. Would you please, anyone listening out there, submit to us a poem?
mhm,
And I'll even qualify that a poem or prose.
right.
It does not have to be pages and pages long. It can be very short and to the point.
Yeah.
Why are we doing that, Traci?
We are doing it just to give people the opportunity to share some of their work. First of all, try to tap into your creativity because i- writing poems can be very can be difficult because, well, for me it can, because I want to be in kind of that poetic frame of mind, and it requires me to be relaxed and not thinking about all the million things that I got going on. And but also we just want to be able to, like-minded people, give you an opportunity to share your work. Not that there's any big like competition or contest. It's just like,
No.
thanks for sharing. And I don't know, we would love it. I would love it to have somebody share their work with us.
And for anyone who sends in, we will give them a very special prize, an attaboy or an attagirl.
That's right.
Yeah, it'll
And
be
we'll add in like our fist bump.
hey, hey. And it's for that point. It's just we like to hear who our participants are here. Just
Yep.
like in a book, you write, don't you? Isn't it special when you get impact or reflections or
Yeah.
whatever
Yes.
reviews
Yep.
from your readership?
Yep.
You know, go, wow, either they really didn't like that or they really did, and here's why.
Yep.
So your poetry gives us that, and there's that interface where we could say, hey, you guys are great. So anyone who hears this at the end of this episode, you will see our email addresses. You can email to one or both or either of us,
Mhm. Yep.
and we would be glad to go through that, and we'll thank you for that. The other thing is that coming up in July, we are going to do another live. It won't be a live broadcast. It'll be a podcast recorded, but it will be before a live audience.
Yep.
And if any of you are in the Mitchell area, or if you just want to fly up here from any parts unknown,
It,
you know,
it'll be well worth it.
oh, it would be well worth it because we're going to be doing it at Lee's Red Barn, and it's
Yes,
going to be
which is beautiful. It is such a
wonderful.
beautiful location. Ah,
So more to see about that. You'll see that on Facebook announcements and such, and we'll probably mention it on our next couple of podcasts as
yeah.
well.
Yep.
Any other great words of wisdom that you would like to share from your memoirs or anything?
Um, just even with my book, my second book that I'm working on, the discussion that we had from our writing group, it just impacted me, and I'm taking that into this next book. And so I really appreciate having this writing group. So, and I can't wait for the next one. So,
Which means that other people might want to participate, not just in these conversations, but
Right.
engage in their own writing groups. I agree with you.
Yep.
It's a powerful way to listen to and to exchange ideas,
Yep.
to get real feedback, real feedback.
Yep.
And with that, I can't think of another thing to think of.
I can't either. That means words like out of words. How does that happen? We're
How does
authors.
that happen? We'll have to go get. Okay, I'm off to get some more words for y'all. So thank you for tuning in, and we will. Traci, thank you, and we will see you on our next episode. And in the meantime, write on.
Right on. Bye, guys.
Thanks for joining Writers Wrestling. Feel free to communicate with us with questions, reactions, and suggestions. You can also visit our websites for more information.